there. He's going to stick with the laning phase, and I think Ruler hasn't been dissuaded by a pretty multi-layer plan put out by KT Rolster. I think they were wanting him to move away from the Lucian just because of the threat of Lissandra and the other mid-range lockdown on the side of KT. But Gen G read, hey, the enemy took KeSPA Rakan. That's not a very strong duo lane. My Lucian can just run through the laning phase, and maybe coming into mid-game with a lead is enough to get a Q.
It's KT Rolster versus Gen G, and we are on to Summoner's Rift. No messing around with coach interviews this time.
Cool to hear the fan chants as well. They've been a bit intermittent so far in this tournament, so now that Gen G, KT, the established names are there,
Completely aware of what's going on.
we can see that Despair's available, but we're trying for it anyway.
Yeah, we're jumping all the way forward. Circle of Frost there from BDD, and Aftershock is now going to go down. Fly saving his damage for the end of that as now Umti is dancing around to flash out, but BDD is going to go for first blood. The dancing arrow is not quite enough as Fly eventually does go down, but that's going to mean Peanut should be able to make his way out. A 1-for-1 trade, but first blood to Gen G.
Field range. This solo on the Drake. Finally we see the Lucian bot lane power pay off in two very clear ways.
Yeah, and I really like the fact that Ruler has picked up the Lucian here as well, because he's been so pivotal for this team that he needs to be on something that can impact the game a little bit earlier, given KT's tendency to fight as soon as possible. In fact, right now, as Umti's going to be diving on top of Fly, Snowflower looking for the grand entrance, does find it here. Quickness still available as well, tries to get the charm, but doesn't quite clip it onto Fly, who will walk away burning, but with his life.
Fly chose to walk. You include those, the new kind of win conditions that were introduced in the first 14 minutes. It's better than expected for Ruler, and Snowflower knows about it now.
Well, Peanut, he's actually going to land the Q here. The dancing out of arrows was not quite enough from Umti, but he dives further forward. The Frozen 2, not enough, and now the ultimate comes in. Umti is going to stay alive for the moment, but isn't going to make the flash over, and that is going to be the kill picked up by Fly. Looking to finish off this turret and get another checkpoint for his wallet, but it is a bit of a checkpoint. Oh! Gango needed that heal, but does survive for the moment. Now Peanut says that he wants to pick it up, and Gango too scared. I don't think that one would have landed, but I'd be scared too if Peanut was in my lane as his 3-0 leads in. Now we're going to make it 4-0.
The new members of the KT roster are really misreading the map pretty poorly here. I was talking about how it felt like Umti was a bit too brazen to walk into Gen G controlled territory, and now we see that the bot lane should have vacated, gone for that lane swap.
To try and augment his skills, his stat line as well. Does have that ultimate available for him, but now everyone on Gen G is moving on over. BDD, the first one on the menu now as Gen G say thanks for the leash. And Shelly will probably be defecting from the KT side. Is now picked up pretty easily by Peanut.
And that was pretty predictable. The moment that they saw them moving up so early, they had to know it was warded. And you consider that the captain #1.
Yeah, and that's why changing the bottom lane is so impactful here, especially for KT. Losing Mata, losing that vision control that you just generally get as Umti throwing some autos on top of Fly here, clearing out the control ward as BDD is there, but can he actually protect him? The Disdain comes forward, and now Circle of Frost, but no! Just eats Umti for breakfast! The grinder is really hot today in Fly, looking for more of the culling onto Snowflower, but Ruler playing it back. They'll just take this Rift Scuttler and continue to push this lead forward.
Fairly bloodless game because the plates went their way. Look at this. That is the most disrespectful Rift Herald Summon I've seen in a while.
Yeah, you can't snare him out of that as well. As Peanut wants the kill at the same time. Fear Beyond Death comes in. Shelly ain't scared as she does just visually bug her way into that mid lane outer turret.
The disrespect, Atlas. He basically dabbed in the face of his old teammate, did Peanut. Going right up the lane, summons the Rift Herald, and they get the kill onto Smeb. Disaster for KT Rolster. They're already insanely far behind.
Exactly. And Shelly's going to be able to get 2 charges, 2 turrets. And KT are now
some disrespect there from Peanut, and that is definitely going to cause a ripple effect on KT.
And it feels to me like Smeb thought that that was going to interrupt. But
nope.
Unfortunately, that's not how that one works, Smeb. His Lancer's Bite has to be used yet again, but this time, with the help of his team, Umti is going to survive. Carry and Lucian is no slouch in that department either. And Gango almost dead just straight up. Oh, the flash forward, not going to get the double tap just yet. Ardent Blaze gets blocked by the minion, and Gango is able to walk his way to safety. Slight miscalculation, but that's 2 summoner spells for 1. And certainly an assertion of dominance from Ruler.
And the dominance is also reflected just in a pure story of what if I told you that Ruler at 20 minutes in is solo diving close to the enemy's inhibited turret trying to get a kill. That's a pretty good sign that the map control here for Gen G is overwhelming, and then some. It goes
themselves just yet. Control Ward will spot them out, stealing away this rip-off as anher fight is erupting topside. Yes, Fly does go into his stopwatch and the Q lands there, but PDD still looking for more life. He's going to save the life of his mid laner. KT looking for a
baby, we're going!
He's going to get everyone in there. They're in the pit just dancing around. The first kill going to go over. Vivian just gets the Quadra Fear. It's Fly looking for one before he goes down. Lamb's Respite used just after the Urgot falls down, and now Cube wants to clean up. It ain't going to happen as Umti gets the triple.
That was the play. We were just alluding to it. Maybe there's a way to outnumber. The Realm Warp from Smeb is perfect. Peanut is still alive.
Putting 4 people here to take down this Baron, and it's not dying slowly as now Snowflower may fall if Peanut decides to take this Q.
2-level lead for Peanut here. There is no smite available on life and no ability to get over the pit. Peanut has everything. Are we going for this?
Yeah, the Grand Entrance not going to be able to find it as PDD jumps over as well. It is the Baron secured, and Peanut will sacrifice himself. He gets himself 1 kill, but that's not going
to... The nth degree in that fight because they knew the Devour was used on the Urgot and thus was not available for Roy. He still doesn't have QSS, and KT say, let's walk up and see what happens.
Well, Genji does exactly that, and Cube is given up as far as...
Power is on point or not. Whether the team walks up too far and they have to use it early. Speaking of using it.
Yeah, Life is going to have to use it right now, but now not available. If this fight is going to ensue, another Realm Warp to bring Rise and everybody else into this fight, but they're still split. Smurf makes his way all the way out. That Grand Entrance was fantastic as Gango is starting to pop up in this fight.
Whoa!
He comes forward into 4 people, has the stopwatch to keep him alive, and now the Lamstress fight is going to be there, and Genji have to run away. They lose 1. It could have been so much worse.
It's so close to just being the pivotal moment, but the jungler, they're going to start it up. Lissandra has teleport. The ward is quite far away. The Baron's already down to almost half. There is no smite on
Yes,
Fly.
there is. There's a smite on life, so he's going to be able to pick that one up. BDD looking for more, though. Ruler still alive in the backline. Can he get the free hits in here? No, the flash from Gango, but Ruler's going to come over the top, picks him up. He's going to be traded in the end, and BDD now trying to take down Fly. He's going to do so, and now Cube's being chased by the Thrall. Smeb doing so much damage, but oh my god! Cube with the sickest flash of play. And he's going to be able to get over the wall and take down so much of KT's damage.
Oh, it's so close between the two teams, and an underleveled smite. They did not have a second one onto Fly.
The ultimate now that has to go back. And that should mean Genji have so much control over this Baron. Can they actually take it? Down to half health for the moment as Cube does have Shroud available, but Genji peel away. They want to get the kills now with Smeb by himself. The quickness, not enough to save the life. And that means that Rakan will go down as well. And now this Baron should be guaranteed for Genji.
And just chunking out Umti ends up being and buying the Baron for the side of Genji. Perfectly played by them. Umti cannot walk up. It doesn't matter if he has Lamb's Respite or not.
Even if it gets stolen away from them, the Elder just doesn't mean as much without the dragons behind it. 5 dragons here for Genji, and it melts. That is one hell of an Elder Dragon buff.
And the overlap now, because of the earlier spawns on both, means that it feels like Genji will always be wearing both when they're ahead, because you can fall back and take the other one.
Yeah.
And either you still have the buff, or you very recently had it and the enemy has been showing ultra respect. That's what happens when you have long duration buffs and very short respawns on those buffs. So because of that, we can see the timer is just ticking down here. 2 more minutes of superpower for the side of Genji.
Speaking of ticking down, just a Q from Peanut is doing so much damage to Smeb as Peanut just walks up to him, takes the Rune Prison just for fun. He's got a GA, he's pretty safe. KT lose 1 inhibitor, saving their top 1 for the moment, but it looks like that is not long for this world. As Genji will transition over, the culling, fair bit of damage now, especially onto BDD. Yep, short work with that inhibitor on the top side.
Why Tom Kench keeps ulting mid-fights, because it instantly procs Zeke's even if you cancel the ability. So because of that, he's just giving Zeke's to his Lucian, hoping that he gets the kill from it. Don't need to reposition.
From Genji picking up a game 1 victory, and they've looked for a pick and they found it. The Akali's going to go down. That's a face check you didn't want to do, and this could be an opportunity for KT to just clean things up here in their base. Or is it an opportunity for Peanut to go for the engage? He's going to get out. That was very, very close to him falling. Smeb in trouble now as Ruler, just dancing around the fight. The Essence Reaver pretty strong now as he can just reset all of these abilities. Lamb's Respite now to give KT some of that respite, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be enough as Fly throwing autos on top of these minions, just want to move his supers towards the Nexus turrets that are going to be so brittle at the hands of Genji. KT still able to scare them away as That's at least a cleanse used from Fly.
This tower defense is so hard. It's all stacked against the side of KT.
Peanut in trouble. GA still there and armed. SG just looking to get one turret at a time. Using their health bars here as Ruler is able to dash away. BDD gets in there, but Life with the Devour. Now they know that that is on cooldown for the next few seconds. Genji are going to back away for that one to be back off.
It's just so hard for KT. We're going to see a TP into the base. They want to keep up the pressure with all these minions swarming the base.
Yeah, Fly's coming back up. He recharges his health bar. He's looking for even more as now the culling in here once again. That Essence Reaver is going to be able to give Ruler so much power, but nope, just going to retake the mid in this game.
This is an iPhone turret defense game for KT. They're deleting and saying this game's bugged. You can't win.
Oh my god, it's a realm warp right into the middle of the team as Fly is going to be that first target. The GA is down now for Peanut as he's hopping back up again. No, Umpty is going to get in there as well, but it's a last-ditch effort, not won by KT, and Genji will finally take game one.
Here comes Live, finally actually channeling that ult. It is going to be Genji taking it down. All of the pressure of the minions, the Baron, the Elder Drakes was too much, and Genji outthink KT in game number one.
But KT going down on their terms with that realm warp is such a KT thing to do. They've changed up the roster so much, but if Smeb's on the rise, he's going in, even if it is just that.